The following video is a demonstration of electronics robotic process automation.
Are you
In this
scanning documents
demonstration,
by a
we have
multifunction
configured a virtual
device and
bot
then
to
renaming
collect
those
sales order
documents
data
and
from
then moving to
FileBound
the
and
appropriate
populate
folder for
said data
storage?
into Pronto. This
PSIcapture
process is
can help
performed
you automate that
autonomously by the
process.
bot.
So we're going to have a look at
However,
that
we have
as
paused the
a very
footage
simple
of this
demonstration.
recording at key points in order to explain what is
On the right
occurring.
hand side we have our
For a
location
demonstration
details,
of the
so
bot
this could
running at
be, for
regular
example,
speed,
a department
please
name,
click the
or if
recommended
you've got
video
multiple
that is
sites
now on your screen.
or multiple equipment items,
First,
you could create
the bot
a
opens
directory
FileBound
structure
in a web
that
browser and logs in.
identifies those
It then
areas.
navigates to
So
the
in this
sales
case,
order
we've got
project
Burbank, and
and
within
selects the
Burbank,
first
we have
sales
a
order with a
month
status
directory.
of new.
We can also apply a year directory structure as well, so that you can
The bot
separate
opens
on
this
multiple
file
years.
and collects the relevant data,
Within the directory, you
opens
can see
Pronto
that
in
we've
a new
got a
tab,
couple of different file
logs
types in
in,
here. We've
and
got a
creates a
delivery
new
copy and
sales
a
order
file
entry
copy.
with this data.
So depending on the type of document we're scanning, we can then also populate that information in the file naming convention. In this case, we've also added the docket number and also the customer order number within that file naming convention.
Once the sales order has been successfully created in
So that's the
Pronto,
outcome that
the
we're
bot
trying to
jumps
achieve.
back to the sales
So
order
let's
in
go and
FileBound
delete
and
those.
updates the status to entered.
And on the left-hand side here, you can see that we've got a watch folder. Now, if I had a dedicated scanner, I'd be able to scan these
So to
documents in as
recap,
well, but if
in
a
this video you
multifunction
saw
device
how
is scanning
robotic
to network
process
location, we
automation
can do that
can
and
automate
scan to a
repetitive
location,
processes,
and PSIcapture can
reduce
monitor
risk
that
of human
location,
error in data
or
entry,
pick up from the scanner
free up
and
time for
process those
staff to
documents.
focus on more
You can see
complex or
those documents have now
value-added
gone,
tasks,
and we can come into PSIcapture
thus
and look at the
reducing the
batch
time
manager
spent on
area.
time-consuming tasks.
Within the batch
For
manager
more
area, you can see
information
that
on
we're
how
currently
FileBound can
classifying those
implement
documents to
robotic
identify if
process
it's a
automation
file copy or
solutions,
delivery copy.
go to
Once it's completed the
filebound.solutions.
classification process, it will move into the indexing stage. That's the part where we're extracting all the metadata that we're going to need for the migration and storage of those documents. Once the indexing stage is done, I have added a quality assurance step in here. So we're going to actually open that up. You can see it's been checked in and waiting for a human to come in and look at these documents. In a production environment, you wouldn't do this. You'd have this fully automated, it working in the background, and only if there's an exception would a user access a batch. So within that batch, we've got multiple documents. You can see here we've scanned in 8 documents. You can see the different types of documents that we've scanned in. You can also see the location details or the site details. Note that we also have ability to improve the accuracy from the OCR process. For example, on this document, that actually looks like a 5 rather than an S. So the engine has the capability to update values that aren't appropriate. So we know that it's going to be Burbank or Windsor, and 5s don't exist within our naming convention. So we can easily do character filtering to update those 5s to S's or 8s to B's and those type of aspects. Within the docket number, you can see here we have an area on that page and we're extracting the barcode from that location. Because we have 3 fairly similar barcodes on that page, we want to make sure we're getting the right barcode. So we're pulling the right barcode from the page, and if the barcode is not extracted from the page, we can also extract the OCR value. But as the barcode is a priority, it will pick up the barcode first. If we don't want the barcode and we just want the OCR data, we can certainly do the same process and just identify the OCR values. For the customer signature area, we can identify if a document has been signed and flag the document if it has not been signed. And you can use that in further processes or storage locations or workflow business decisions downstream. So once we've had a look at that, we're going to close the batch. And in this case, we can move it through to the next step, which is the OCR step. But I'm just going to close the batch and let PSIcapture do its thing in the background. I don't need to see that. So if we come into the batch manager area again, you can see that it's currently checked out. PSIcapture is doing its job and it's currently OCRing those documents. What does that mean? It's creating that searchable PDF. It's creating that metadata layer within the PDF and storing a whole range of variables within there. So once that's done its OCR process, that has been completed. And if we come back to our migration location, you can see the structure has been recreated and our files are within that structure. So if we open that PDF up, and go into the document properties, you can see we've embedded that index data inside that PDF. That's through the OCR process that we've just done. We can also embed any other metadata that we want within the back of the custom tab. Within here, we can actually place in information around who scanned it, where it was scanned, what time it was scanned, and all the different information to help you do an audit trace if there's any issues downstream. The other thing it did do was also send me an email. That email tells me what the batch ID was, how many documents we processed in that batch, and what are the details of that batch within those files. So you can do lots of things with PSIcapture, and that's all out of the box. We can go and craft the solution as required. We can make those changes if you need different naming conventions. It's really simple and easy to use. If you have any questions or would like to see your documents going through this type of process, please reach out to us at info@upflow.com.au.